What's up? We got the What's up? We got the season 6 recap for Dexter. So this season starts off with Dexter and Harrison going through a Catholic school because this season's full on religion. And the lady there's like, "Do you believe anything, Mr. Morgan?" And he's like, yeah, no, he doesn't believe in God or anything. So then they go to a graduating ceremony for La Guerta because she's basically being up to the captain of the Miami Metro. Because she basically blackmailed her superior into giving up his position. So basically, now this dude, and we also got, again, we got the new, Sonia is now gone. We got the new babysitter. Jamie, played by, hey, I love from Lucifer. Yeah, her. And, she's pretty okay. So Dexter decides. So in the episode, Dexter learns about. My eyes always hurt every time I do this breakout. I'll comment. Dexter finds out about his high school reunion and basically has to go. And he's also, he finds out that one of his classmates was murdered, and basically it's all pointing on her husband who did it. Yeah, it's all pointing on the husband who did it. So Dexter has to go to his high school reunion and confront that guy. Basically meets all the old people who he used to hang out with. It's kind of a weird thing that's going on. It's basically weird that Dexter has to go to his high school reunion of all places. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, back to the other side. Okay, so Dexter confronts the guy who killed his wife, and he tries to blame it on, she was cheating or she was gonna leave him, and he's like, "That's why you murdered her, because she was gonna leave you." Yeah, and he kills him. So anyway, so they're trying to find a new lieutenant for Miami Metro, and LaGuerta's trying to push for Angel, her ex-husband. They divorced and they're trying to be friends, but the captain's like, "Oh no, Deb, you take over the role." And she's like, wait, what? And he's like, "Yeah, Deb, you take over the role." And with this, Angel wanted to marry Deb. Actually, not Angel. Quinn wanted to marry Deb, but she was like, "Dude, you can't just bring this on a woman." So when she finds out that she's made a lieutenant, you kind of can't marry your boss. So actually, Angel did that, but that turned out worse for him. So they decide to break up, and he basically goes on a drunken bender for most of the show. He basically gets drunk and decides to sleep with other women just so he could actually feel something, because his dad broke up with him. He didn't feel anything. So Deb hires the new detective to replace her is Mike. Yeah, Mike. And he's basically like, Guardia's basically like, "Deb, this is gonna blow up in your face." But it doesn't, because Guardia is wrong. Yeah, he's basically like, "I've never worked with a girl lieutenant," and she's like, "Yeah, get used to it, drop your attitude." So we see these two guys, played by Colin Farrell, Travis, and his Professor Geller, who are the main villains of the season. Yes, they are our main villains, and they basically kill a guy and basically stuff snakes into him to to like form like a thing around his body, because basically their whole thing is that they think the world is gonna end, so they're trying to prepare the world for the apocalypse. Yeah, these are our villains. Yeah, also Dexter befriends an ex-con turned god lover named Brother Sam. Yeah. Yeah. And Dexter, we also learned that Dexter's needles are actually animal tranquilizer that works on humans. Okay. Okay, show. So, yeah, so basically, Travis has basically like a sister that Kelly's like, hey, don't see her anymore. And it's distracting you from our work. And he's like, okay, I won't see her anymore. Okay, Professor Geller. And then Dexter tries to kidnap Travis. And he's basically, Dexter's like, Travis isn't really a bad guy. He seems just like being, like, he's basically a minion to Geller. So, he's basically like a minion to this Geller guy. Dexter basically takes him under his wing, saying, hey, let's take out Geller together. Meanwhile, Brother Sam's friend Nick works for this gang who's run by the cousin, Dexter. And Dexter kills him, but it later comes out that they order Nick to kill Brother Sam because Dexter's like to basically allow him back in a gang. Basically, you did all of this to be in a gang? Yeah. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. So Dexter, Sam's like, as Sam's dying, he's like, Dexter, befriend this dude. Befriend Nick. But Dexter's like, Dexter's like, you're supposed to be dead. And he's like, nah. He's like, no one will believe Dexter. No one will believe you. So Dexter's like, I got away with it. He's like, really? Killing Nick. But that's when Dexter's darkness takes the form of his brother, and he's like, hey bro, what's up? So then in episode 7, Trinity, we get the finale to the Trinity arc, even though we already got the finale to the Trinity arc. The writer's like, hey, let's do this one final Trinity episode, even though we already had one Trinity episode back in season 4. We're gonna bring this back randomly. So basically, Debs alerts Dexter that Trinity has killed his entire family, except for the son, and Evil Darkness Brian's like, hey Dexter, embrace your darkness and join up with me and embrace your darkness, bro. So Dexter basically becomes evil for like half the episode until Jonah lies to him, saying about how they learned about Dexter when Rita was murdered. They learned that Butler was just fake and his real name was Dexter. Oh yeah. Okay, so then Dexter goes into the house and discovers that there's no blood, where he reveals that basically, Jonah reveals that his mom basically went crazy trying to think that that Trinity would come back, so she became the abusive one, which caused the sister to kill herself, and since it caused the sister to kill herself, Jonah went so insane that he killed his own mom, and yeah, he went so crazy, and now he's like, Dexter, just kill him, but Dexter's like, nah, you just have to live. You just have to forgive yourself for what you did. He basically denies his darkness and goes back to be with Hoomgus and Jack Harry. So then, next episode, Dexter has that pen from Nebraska with Deb that says, what were you doing in Nebraska? I told you about Nebraska, what the Trinity did. And you went to Nebraska? And he's like, I just needed to myself. And I'm like, Dexter, why would you keep the pen that would link you? So anyway, yeah. So anyway, Travis decides to go back to his wife and to his sister, but Geller's like, no, and basically they kidnapped a woman. They kidnapped a woman with Travis let go, and then they kidnapped the waitress, and they kidnapped someone in Travis like, but that they basically killed her in an angel tableau. So then Geller kills Travis' sister, and Travis is so shocked at the revelation that his sister is dead that he's like, Dexter, let's team up to take down Geller. So, yeah. So basically he's like, Geller's like, hey, bring the false prophet to me, which is Dexter. But basically Travis gets knocked out and Dexter finds him. But then what does he find? The real Geller's dead body. It's been Travis the entire time. Travis killed his own sister. It's basically been Travis versus himself. That's basically the entire run of the show. Travis has been the evil side of Travis. The normal side of Travis has been himself, and the evil side of Travis has taken the form of his dead professor. And he's been telling him like he killed his own sister and didn't remember doing it. So now he wants to kill Dexter, but Dexter's like, hey Travis, you killed Professor Geller. But he's like, no, I didn't. But then Ghost Geller's like, yo dude, you really did. So then Travis basically turns into I gotta recruit acolytes to my side, basically becoming a sabotage situation. We don't talk about that on The Flash. And basically he's like, I gotta recruit acolytes to my side for the Armageddon. So he basically recruits a crazy religious guy and his religious wife to join his side. So when Dexter kills the religious guy, he's like, hey, kill Deb. So she tries to gas Deb out, but that would kill her. But Dexter's able to push her out of the way. It engulfs Dexter a bit, but the wife dies. So Deb becomes the lieutenant and basically so the dude gets fired. The former captain gets fired because of what Guerta's doing, because he told Deb a secret that he was there when one of their victims got murdered, got OD'd, but he didn't do anything, and Guerta told that to his captain, so he got retired. So he was mad at Deb because he thought Deb did it, and Deb knew that Guerta did it, and it's just like this show. And then what happened? So Travis kidnaps Harrison, Dexter's son, and is basically going to make the final sacrifice in killing Harrison. But Dexter's like, hey, take him. And he tranquilizes himself. But Dexter fake tranquilizes himself and takes down Travis. So yeah. And also Jamie, so basically Masuka, Deb has been seeing a therapist that basically tells her, hey, you know the root of all your problems, of all your men issues, is because you're really in love with your brother Dexter. No, we are not doing this. We are not having her be in love with Dexter. Like, why would you even suggest that? And she's like, you think I'm in love with Dexter? No way. And then she starts having dreams about kissing him. This show just creeped me out. It didn't creep me out before, it creeped me out now. So then what happened? I'm losing my train of thought. Actually, I didn't get all the time, but totally it's. So then he tries to. So basically, Jamie has become Dexter's new wife now because she's basically Harrison's mom. She took from the joke is that she's Harrison's nanny, but now she's become Harrison's mom figure. Because Harrison really likes her, but he also really likes Sonia, so, yeah. Kids, man. Kids like any babysitter. So they decide to... So Travis kills him, kidnaps him, but Dexter's able to track Travis and kills him as Deb sees Dexter do this. Yeah, Deb sees Dexter kill Travis. And that's kind of where the season ends, with Deb now seeing Dexter kill a guy. So, yeah. And basically they also talk about their godhood, and it's just like, again, this season is one of the best seasons. Like, this season is terrible. Like, it's meh. I could say that the Trinity, that the DDKs, the Doomsday Killers, are way better than the Barrel Girl Gang. They're 10 times better than the Barrel Girl Gang. Nothing is Lumen. I like her. I'm sad that they got rid of her. I'm sad that her actress was only on for one season. I liked her character, but Dexter didn't find any love interest in this season. Nor did Aster or Cody even make an appearance. That's kind of the first. This is kind of the first season where Aster and Cody have no appearances. Hopefully, season 7 will be their return to Spotlight. But maybe season 7 will be Aster and Cody's return to the Spotlight. Harrison was okay. Like, Dexter was basically a single. But the one thing I didn't like about the season, the religious view. Like, also, again, the whole Gerda thing, how they made her against Deb, but she was also rooting for Deb. It was just like, choose, writers. And also, Masuka had a lady intern who was basically into the ice truck killer stuff, but then she sold his ice truck killer hand. She sold the ice truck prosthetic ice truck killer hand. So then he hired another guy named Lewis who basically likes games, and he basically introduced Dexter to his games about where you get to be in his game. You're a homicide, but you get to be the serial killer. And Dexter's like, who would want to be a serial killer? So since he didn't like his game, he basically takes the prosthetic hand and mails it to Dexter, but Travis finds it. Travis finds it and mails the prosthetic hand to Dexter. Yeah, weird. But anyway, that was season 6. It's not one of my favorite seasons again. It's kind of better than season 5. The villains are better than season 5 Barrel Girl Gang. Hopefully this isn't Dexter's downward spiral, because both season 5 and season 6 were terrible. I didn't think I would have to do that, but both season 5 and season 6 were meh seasons. Hopefully season 7 can do better with its villains, because both season 5 and season 6, and also, I kind of find it weird that why'd they have Trinity back? Like, why'd they have to do they ended their Trinity arc in season 4. Why'd they have to do one episode where Trinity's son, who we'll never see again, comes back, and they basically say what happened to the family. Like, the family was in Winston's protection, and then the mom went abusive, and the daughter did the bathtub, and then he hit his mom with a hammer. Yeah, basically. Yeah, but anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time for more Dexter. I'll see you next time.